brother. I'm not gonna lie, this is the first anime I'm doing back, so YouTube, please, in the kindest way possible, mind your business. Thanks. Anyway, Happy New Year, guys. I know I posted a video a couple of days ago. I'm 16 days late and saying Happy New Year. But Happy New Year. But that last video was an emergency request drop. I dropped it for a reason, okay? Moving on. Anyway, there came a point in time where we've all been haters. Not me. I'm not speaking from experience, okay? I'm talking about you, not me, but I'm talking about you. You've been a hater before, and that's okay. Now allow me to introduce you to the greatest hater of all time, Dio Brando. Now, in order for us to understand Dio and why he became such a damn hater, we gotta go back some centuries, like the Stone Ages type stuff, you know what I'm saying? So this man Dio started off as a poor child in the slums, you know what I'm saying? Getting beat on, all that horrible stuff. During this time, his dad is also dying, and bro's like, take this letter to them rich ass Joestars, rob them blind, and take everything they got. And then his dad died. And it's crazy because Dio didn't even like his father. So he spit on this man's grave. Oh my god, it's starting. So later on, Dio pulled up to the Joestar mansion and Jonathan is the first person to show him some kindness. So guess what Dio does after he gets introduced to Jonathan? And his dog. Bro, this man kicked his fucking dog for absolutely no reason at all. And look at him, he ready to fade with Jonathan. I'm not gonna lie, if Peter ever gets a hold of this footage, they're not gonna like what they see. The dad comes out to see what's going on and Dio acting like he didn't do what he just did, acting all innocent and stuff. So they decide Dio's gonna be living with them. Jonathan again tries to do a nice gesture and Dio twists his elbow and lets him know that this ain't your house anymore, little bro. Some time passes, Jonathan is having a boxing match and the ref lets him know that his opponent got changed. So let's take a guess as to who Jonathan is now fighting. It's Dio. And Dio absolutely embarrassed Jonathan Joestar in front of his town, his hometown. You just moved here, man, and you're already embarrassing me in front of my people. What's wrong with you? So after that, Jonathan started talking to this girl. And this man Dio decided to start hating when Jonathan ain't even there yet or in front of him. He hated the fact that he was so happy. He went ahead and kissed Jonathan's girl, then proceeded to pimp slap her for absolutely no reason. What is wrong with you, man? Somebody please tell me what is wrong with this man. Oh wait, that's my job. There is clearly something wrong with Dio, and I don't know if Jonathan ever got back for that. Boy, you better than me. He eventually did run up on Dio and handsome Squidward elbowed Jonathan in the face. Now listen, right? Please, everybody listen to me when I say this. This man who looks like Alfred was casually minding his business, making his way to the furnace, and he lit the furnace. Now mind you, there's some strange noises coming from that furnace. Alfred looking like, who the fuck is in this furnace? And it ended up being Jonathan's dog that was in the furnace. Peter, please do not come for me. I do not condone any of Dio's actions. Any actions committed against animals, any violence committed against animals, I do not condone any of them. Don't come for me, please. What is, bro, Dio put this man's dog in the furnace and cooked him alive. What is wrong with you? Eventually, they became cool. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how you became cool with somebody who cooked your dog, but you're different, buddy. Anyway, George Joestar got sick and developed this COVID-19 cough, and Dio was basically poisoning him. Now, Dio's father had the same symptoms, and they came to the conclusion that Dio most likely killed his father, and he felt hit by that, so he swung on Jonathan, but he ate that shit. But Jonathan threw him off the balcony as retaliation, and Jonathan threatened to call the cops immediately after that. Dio left, but he took this stone mask with him. Some more time passes, Dio gets drunk out the Casamigos and smacked this homeless dude with the bottle for absolutely no reason. And then as he did this, he ran into somebody else, stabbing them in the process. He put the blood on the mask and turned bro into a zombie. Now everybody finds out Dio was actively trying to kill Jonathan's dad, and Dio came out the cut like, nah, he's lying. Then George came out the cut looking at him like he's stupid. So now Dio has nothing to lose. He stabs George Joestar while he has the mask on, by the way. They up the pole on him and Dio jumped out the window. And to everyone's confusion as to where he is, his body isn't on the ground. So then, guess what happens next? Dio rips this man's head off, and this 6'1" Yves Saint Laurent model turns into a vampire. And he started walking up the wall like he's a baddie. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? After all of that, Dio did a bunch of BS. He took over a village, he kidnapped some kid, and Goomba stomped on a dog for absolutely no reason. Yo, bro, what is with Dio and dogs? What's wrong with you, man? Now, I want everyone to hold my hand when I say this, okay? Dio is terrorizing this woman and her kid, and this woman is pleading for her baby's life. So guess what Dio does? He turns this woman into a zombie and made her eat her own fucking baby. Dio, what is wrong with you? Oh my god, bro, what be wrong? This absolutely beyond surpasses what Madara asked the 5 Kage. Yo, bro, this is on another level of, I don't even know what to call it. Somebody please find a word for me, bro. Now, after all of those atrocities he committed, Jonathan pulled up and basically said, I'm tired of this shit, run my fade. And Dio mentioned his dead mans. They about to fight, and Dyer jumped in the air thinking he about to do something. Dio made him do a split in midair, pause, and Dio in the process froze his body and shattered his entire body and boomed him. Bro. Oh my gosh, man. Jonathan runs up and sliced Dio in half, and it's as if Dio isn't a vampire. He can literally live forever. He puts himself back together, but then Jonathan hit him with a mean punch like he's Steve from Tekken. Eventually, we fast forward to the future. Jonathan and his girl get married, and Dio's minions are lurking in the cut. Now, there's a casket, bro. This man opened the casket, and we see Dio's head. The Futurama writers were in the room with this one. Dio makes him remember on this special day he's always gonna be the first man to kiss his girl, and not Jonathan. And then Dio shoots laser beams out of his eyes like he's part of Frieza's family and took Jonathan's body. After he took Jonathan's body, he rested at the bottom of the ocean for almost a century. A century! Not gonna lie, this next part will make you see why I made that comparison to Frieza. Kind of. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. It's fine. The mysterious Maga who thinks he's me, everyone started talking about him like he was Madara. We haven't seen this man's face for 45 episodes, and just like Madara, we only saw what he looked like off that statue. The 6'1" Savage X Fenty model made Polnareff start lag switching like he in the Nuketown lobby, and he's just sitting there taunting him. The sun comes up, and Dio had to leave. The rest of the guys that pulled up see this casket, and once that casket opened up, this dude saw himself in the casket. You know what that means, bro? That means Dio killed him without any of us realizing it. So Derek from Zoolander starts hunting them down. After they ran away, he walks down the street and gets into the senator's car. Now let me give you a play-by-play on how this happened, okay? Dio walks down the street, right? He sees the senator's car. He needs to catch these guys, okay? Dio walks up to the car. The senator's security grabs him by the shoulder. Dio grabs this man's hand, like, get the fuck off me. Breaks his fingers, and then gets into the senator's car. He gets into the back seat, okay? The senator is sitting in the back seat. He rips the senator's 2 front teeth from his mouth and then tells the senator to drive. He threw him into the driver's seat, telling him to drive. So then the senator's like, okay, I got you, but there's traffic, big bro. And then Dio's like, you know there is a sidewalk, right? So then the senator is pressured into running over all of these people to beat traffic. What is wrong with you, man? So then after he caught up to them, right? After Dio and the senator caught up to these dudes, right? He threw the senator through the windshield into the back of Joseph Joestar's car. Oh my god, what is wrong with you? Bro, oh my goodness, man. So Dio has this stand called the World. He can basically stop time and basically do whatever the hell he wants. He punched bro in the chest, resumed time, and basically that was it for him. Joseph Joestar saw this and said, nah, I'm out of here. But Dio said nah and punched him off the roof. Joseph saw Jotaro and said, don't come any closer, this nigga crazy. Dio pulls up and sees the opportunity of a lifetime, ending the Joestar bloodline right then and there. Dio did what he had to do, and Jotaro stepped up to Dio. He ain't scared of none of that. Then Dio walks up like, you not scared of me? Bet. They walk up to each other and they start boxing. Dio hit Jotaro with an uppercut and Jotaro punches him into Icebox. Dio gets up and demands his lady to grab his legs for him. He got mad and killed her while taking her blood. Yo, man, I'm not gonna lie, I have never seen an anime villain like Dio, bro. Unheard of. Now we have, okay, Sephiroth isn't an anime, he's a video game villain, bro, but I don't know, I cannot compare what Sephiroth did to what Dio is actively doing. And I can't even compare it to what Madara has actively done, because each of these people are in a league of their own, bro. That's the only thing I could say. He walks back out and throws all of these knives like he Killer Bee from Naruto and stabs Jotaro. Now while he's on the ground, he wants to make sure this bloodline is finished for good. And he tries to kill him with this road sign. Polnareff, thinking he's Jeff Hardy, comes from the top rope and Dio stops time gracefully and punches him out of the way. The cops pull up and Dio starts controlling one of them and made him shoot Jotaro. And he is so determined to make sure he's not alive, he laid on the ground to make sure he doesn't hear a singular heartbeat. And even if he didn't hear this singular heartbeat, he was gonna pick up this road sign and try and kill him again. So then Jotaro cracked Dio in his temple to the point where bro couldn't move his damn legs. Oh my god, I'm not gonna lie, Dio, you kinda deserve that. You deserve to get cracked in the temple. Pause. I know what cracked means nowadays. Pause, okay? Relax yourself. Dio stopped time for the 185th consecutive time and hung on to the back of the taxi to get away from Jotaro. But Jotaro ran down on him. Coming out of the sewer, how the fuck did you get into this? How did you get here? He came out the sewer and sent Dio flying back to the block Joseph Joestar is at and ended up taking his blood. Dio transforms into the Joker mixed with Broly and they start to throw hands again, but Dio begins to lose his mind and Jotaro gets set through this sign. Now I don't know where this Horang stand came from, but he kicked the fuck out of Jotaro. Dio stops time again and I need y'all to hold my hand when I tell y'all this. Actually, do not touch me, just listen, okay? Here, we're thinking Dio is charging something spectacular and powerful up, but listen to me and watch what he does, bro. Dio pulled up with a damn steamroller and slammed it on Jotaro. And not only did he slam a steamroller on his body, he's beating on this steamroller with his strong ass elbows, not his fists. He's beating on the steamroller with his elbows, not even his forearms. His elbows, bro. This man is a maniac. Then Dio realizes he can't move because Jotaro stopped time. They boxed one last time and it's at this moment Dio's head exploded and he died. And that's all there is to it, chat. Don't be a hater, especially for almost a century. The most diabolical acts performed that exceeds the acts of even Sephiroth. If you know somebody like Dio, run. Do not be Dio, please. But yeah, that's all. Hope y'all have a good day, afternoon, night, wherever y'all are. 2026, we're entering a consistency era, okay? So if you see videos from me back to back, please like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, do whatever, okay? I'm trying to get out the hood, all right? We trying to get out the hood, okay? But yeah, I'm gonna see y'all next time.